I remember the exact moment I saw that paycheck. $42,264.67. My first reaction, laughs dryly, I thought it was a mistake. I refreshed the screen 3 times like some kind of financial exorcism, and when the number didn't vanish, I just sat there, staring, like my laptop was mocking me. Asterisk, I was 21, no college, no diploma, just me, a half-dead laptop, and this absurd number glowing on the screen like it came from another dimension. My bank app even asked if I was okay. Suspicious. Transaction. No, buddy. Just suspicious life decisions that somehow paid off. Asterisk, and before you say, Itia, I know what you're thinking. Asterisk, but how? No degree, no Harvard hoodie, no soul-crushing student debt. Asterisk, exactly. None of that. Just a series of stupidly brave decisions that made no sense until they worked. Asterisk, but let me take you back. Because this didn't start with a fat paycheck. It started with something way more valuable. Rage. Pure, undiluted, watch-me-burn-the rulebook kind of rage. Asterisk, I didn't skip college because I was lazy. I skipped it because it felt like a scam. I couldn't stand the idea of paying to be told what to think by people who've never actually done the thing they teach. Asterisk, you ever notice that? Professors teaching business who've never run a business. That's like a swimming coach who's afraid of water. Thanks, but I'll drown on my own terms. Asterisk, so yeah, I walked away. Not from education, but from the traditional route. And the second I did, everything changed. Asterisk, the first time I told someone I wasn't going to college, they looked at me like I just confessed to a murder. Asterisk, you're throwing your life away, they said. I smiled. Good. It wasn't mine anyway. Asterisk C. When you're 17 or 18, everyone's obsessed with safety. Safe degree, safe job, safe life. But you know what's not safe? Waking up at 40, realizing you played it so safe, you forgot to actually live. Asterisk, so while my friends were busy memorizing PowerPoint templates and pretending to care about macroeconomics, I was out here, learning like my rent depended on it because, well, it did. I studied people, not PDFs. I failed more times than I can count. Lost money, lost friends, lost my mind once or twice. But every L was a live fire lesson. Asterisk, and let's be real, ... Some of those nights, I did question myself. When everyone's flexing their college acceptance letters and you're just flexing, your insomnia. It's rough. Asterisk, I'd scroll through Instagram, watching people post their first day of college pics with fresh backpacks and fake smiles, while I was out here trying to convince a stranger to pay me for something I barely knew how to do. Asterisk, I had no plan, just pressure, no backup, just belief. Asterisk, and that belief. It was ugly, desperate, but it moved me. Asterisk, because every time I got knocked down, I remembered this one thing. There is no plan B when plan A is survival. The first real break came from the dumbest decision I ever made. Asterisk, I charged someone our $500 for a service I had never done before. Asterisk, yup. Zero experience, zero confidence, maximum audacity. Asterisk, it was a copywriting gig. I didn't even know what CTA meant. Thought it was a Brazilian football team. Asterisk, but I said yes. Then I googled like my fingers were on fire. Asterisk, and here's the part no one tells you. Sometimes saying yes before you're ready is the only way to become ready. Asterisk, that job, total mess. The client hated the first draft. Second one too. But on the third, something clicked. He paid. He smiled. I cried. Not out of joy, out of relief, like I had just conned capitalism and got away with it. That moment lit a fire. I started taking any freelance gig I could get. Copy, design, social media, hell. I once edited a wedding video for a couple who met on Farmville. I didn't judge. I needed cash. Asterisk, it was chaos. No consistency. No weekends. No sleep. Asterisk, but little by little, invoice by invoice, the money started to shift. From pennies to hundreds. Hundreds to thousands. Asterisk, and every time I got paid, I remembered. Asterisk, 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 this isn't luck. This is proof. Asterisk, asterisk, proof that you don't need a diploma to be dangerous. Just obsession and Wi-Fi. Of course, as the money came in, so did the whispers. Must be a scam. Asterisk, bet, it's crypto. Asterisk, probably selling feet pics. Asterisk, and honestly, the feet pic idea did cross my mind once. Asterisk, Disespero makes philosophers out of all of us. Asterisk, asterisk, but no. The truth is boring. I just worked like I had something to no one to prove it to. Asterisk, and while others clocked in at 9 and zoned out by 5, I was building something invisible. Something real. A reputation. Not through ads or hashtags, but through results. Silence, and that thing no college teaches. Grit. Asterisk, and before you romanticize this, don't. Asterisk, there were months I couldn't breathe from anxiety. Clients ghost, projects failed. Asterisk, I've eaten enough instant noodles to qualify for UN humanitarian aid. Asterisk, but every time I thought of giving up, I'd remember one thing. Asterisk, I already burned the bridge to the safe path. Thus, so forward was the only way left. You know what no one talks about? The guilt of winning without playing by the rules. When I hit my first $10,000 month, I didn't celebrate. I hit it. Didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Didn't want to sound arrogant. Asterisk, I mean, how do you explain to your uncle, who still thinks Facebook is the internet, that you make money by writing landing pages? Catch. And that's the catch. Success without a diploma comes with a side of suspicion. Asterisk, you're not respected. You're questioned. Asterisk, but here's what I learned. People don't need to understand your path to respect your results. And eventually, even the loudest doubters go quiet when your income starts speaking louder. Asterisk, so yeah, I'm 21. I earn more than most lawyers, and I still Google how to write invoices. Asterisk, there's irony in that, isn't there? Asterisk, sometimes I feel like I skipped the tutorial and went straight to boss level. Asterisk, and no, I don't think college is useless. It just wasn't my route. Asterisk, it's not a war against degrees, it's a reminder. There's more than one way to build a life. I didn't follow passion. I followed pain. Asterisk, I didn't chase freedom. I chased options. Asterisk because freedom isn't sipping cocktails on a beach, hits not needing to ask permission. Asterisk today. I wake up knowing one thing, I own my time, and nothing feels richer than that. Asterisk. Not the money, not the title, not the dopamine of Stripe notifications. Asterisk it's the mornings I sleep in because I can. Asterisk it's the afternoons I call my mom just to talk. It's being able to choose. That's health. But let me be clear. This path isn't for everyone. Asterisk it's lonely. It's messy, Tate. It's brutally unfair. But if you're built for it. If something inside you burns every time you're told to play it safe, then maybe you're not lazy. Maybe you're just meant to build the road instead of walk it. Asterisk so here I am. 21, earning our $42,264.67. No degree. No blueprint. Asterisk just chaos, caffeine, and a refusal to live someone else's life. Asterisk I don't have all the answers, but I do have questions. Like, asterisk why do we still treat college like a factory reset for life? Asterisk why do we shame kids for choosing curiosity over curriculum? And maybe the biggest one, what would happen if we stopped asking what's your major and started asking what makes you feel alive? Because sometimes the best education isn't in a classroom, it's in the fall. The failure, the freelance invoice sent at 3 a.m. with a typo in your own name. Asterisk so if you're watching this wondering if you're falling behind, stop. You're not behind, you're just on a different map. Asterisk and if this video shook something inside you, made you question that safe path everyone's selling, then good. That means there's a fire in you too. Feed it. And hey, if this made you rethink everything, imagine what the next video will do. Asterisk hit subscribe now or don't. But don't say I didn't warn you. Asterisk.